holding too much in. Okay, I gotta go. See my producer. He told me that I don't got no booty and he don't want to touch me.
Oh, he did not say that.
That's exactly what he said.
If you watch the podcast, you'll find the truth.
Okay, what happened was, hey, you want to touch it? He goes, maybe next time. But I'm gonna go. All right, later.
Just trying to keep a job, you know.
No Me Too movements.
All right, Lez Lips podcast episode 6.
Yeah.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Lez Lips podcast. I'm P. A.K. Shit, look at me start all over.
Blooper.
No, that one's on me. I'm sorry, Mason.
All right, and cool. And counting you in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Welcome to another Lez Lips podcast episode. My name is P. A.K.A. Studs Don't Cheat.
And I am Sheena, a.k.a. Shishi.
Ooh, well, Sheena, the conversation we just had, I feel sorry for you. Just don't let that shit happen again.
It will never happen again.
That's a good girl.
But moving on.
I didn't mean it like that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Natural reflex when I hear that.
All right.
Anyways.
All right. So last episode we talked about the dating phases and all that good shit and lesbian relationships. Now we're gonna talk about something that we both get into intense conversations about, which is lesbian labels. Now this old hag talks about how growing up she did not.
Before we get there, let's settle this.
Damn, that's right.
Let's settle. First of all, why the fuck is mine so high?
You finished yours on. I can't do it.
So childish.
When it's warm, I can't do it. Gross. All right. This old hag talked about how she grew up and they didn't have labels.
That's not what I said.
I swear to you, that's what you said in the conversation.
We didn't take labels as seriously.
Okay. They didn't take labels as seriously. So we're going to talk about lesbian labels. And so we're going to dive into our own personal opinions. So let's start with you.
Yeah, what would you like
What's
to
your
know?
personal opinions about
I'm
the
a
label?
girl.
You know what the hell I
Likes
mean.
girls.
You know what the hell I mean.
People consider me a femme.
You consider yourself a femme too, right?
I mean, femme presenting. Yeah, I'm a feminine presenting lesbian.
But you consider...
So people call me a femme.
You call yourself a femme too, right?
I call myself Sheena.
You call yourself a femme, but
I
go
call
ahead,
myself a
proceed.
woman. Mm-hmm. For identification purposes, I call myself a femme, yes.
Okay. Continue.
What else would you like to know?
No, your personal opinion on labels, since, you didn't
I
take them
personally
serious.
feel like labels are used for descriptions to describe what a person looks like. So, femme, feminine, stud, masculine, the end. Anything in between, okay, a tomboy, whatever, fine. I feel like, soft stud, whatever. That stuff is just, again, their description. So a soft stud is a girl who is feminine but still is masculine at the same time. Again, identification purposes. What else is there?
You got STEM.
That's the same thing as a tomboy.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
But
or
I
a soft stud.
But because STEM, they dressed feminine too. Like they wear dresses and shit too.
So they flip flop.
Yeah.
See,
from my understanding,
I don't know. I don't understand. Again, these are just descriptions of how people dress and appear.
Yeah. So from my understanding, it's the STEMs, they dress feminine, but also they dress masculine. Of course, you got the femmes, you got the studs. I've always considered myself a soft stud. Nigga, pause.
Because I heard it. You
No.
consider yourself Oh, okay.
It was a slip.
Okay.
A soft stud ever since I came out.
But what makes you a soft stud?
Because I still embrace my femininity.
But
as
I
well.
thought all studs didn't do.
Well,
See,
well,
see
in
what
the-
I'm saying? That's when you
in
take
the
it and they
sense-
dissect it. And I don't do that.
Well, like there's some studs, and I'm pretty sure you know of some studs who just dress like straight, like a nigga, like bruh. When you see me dress, I show some cleavage. I wear clothes that show off my curves and all that. But I also wear what you see me in now. But I also embrace my feminine characteristics and mannerisms.
So you wear panties?
Absolutely not.
Oh. So what part makes you soft?
I just said it.
Your personality.
No, me embracing my feminine characteristics and mannerisms, and me embracing
okay.
the fact that I'm a woman, like wholeheartedly.
And then there's the ones, the hardcore studs.
Studs, yeah.
Who is just like bro.
Yeah.
Like bro down. Like,
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't fit into that.
I mean, yeah, you're right. You're a
Yeah.
bad bitch. Okay.
Period.
Cool. But I think the real thing you're trying to get me to talk about is the bi stud terminology. Let's just go straight
Let's
there.
have this conversation.
Okay, let's just
Come
go
on,
there.
Let's talk
So,
about it.
I personally don't care that people call themselves bi studs. I get technically stud refers to a masculine presenting lesbian, and if you're bi, that means you're not a lesbian, which means you can't be a stud because a stud is a lesbian. So you can't be a bi stud. You're basically a bisexual
Tomboy.
female. That's mass presenting.
That.
But I'm not saying all of that. So if I see a mass presenting female who is bisexual, I'm gonna call her a bi stud.
No.
Yeah, I am.
Absolutely not. No.
That's
and for
my
me,
terminology.
And for me, it's a protection. It's a protection thing. Like I know, I've heard people's share your same sentiments, but for me, it's a protection thing when it comes amongst men. We already know men can't take. I ain't saying all of them, but some of them can't take rejection well. But if they mess with one stud, they think all of us are capable of being flipped, and it's like no. And then they'll be like, well. I slept with a stud before, and we've seen it with I forget his name, but I think his name is like Freddie something. And he's a rapper. He talked about it, and then you got Kodak Black talking about he wants to smash Brittany Griner, all that shit. There's a fucking boundary, and to me it comes to a point of safety. When one thinks, oh, she let me do it, then all of them let me do it, and then when we reject them, then we don't know what could happen. And we've seen time and time again, men beat on women they rejected by, murder women that they've been rejected by. So that's where the terminology in defense comes for me. I don't care about that other shit for real. It's just the safety of shit.
I hear you.
We didn't get into an argument, but we got into a strong
I feel
disagreement.
like that is going to be a problem no matter what label is put on them. Because how we're having this in-depth conversation about the label, a man ain't. A man is just gonna see that's a girl, there's a pussy, and I want to fuck it. They don't care that the girl got a fade. They don't care she got wicks. They don't care she got on boxers.
But
and then they want the challenge of being able to say, I turned this quote unquote stud out.
And that's the thing. We're not a conquest for them to conquer.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree with that.
But
it's not because of the label.
But because it would happen across all spectrum doesn't mean that we should allow it.
Oh, I agree.
We need to set a boundary for our own safety.
My only thing is if I say by stud, I am not giving permission for men to try to sleep with studs or mass presenting. I'm not giving them that permission.
I know you're not giving them permission, but it's all about their interpretation. Because like you said, what I don't understand about some men is they're like, oh, they want to be men, but then at the same time, they'll be willing to have sex with us. Which one is it? Because you can't have it both ways. We can't want to be men and then you want to sleep with us. Are you gay?
Yes.
Because in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. You're gay. You want to smash me, and I dress like you, and you think I want to be like you.
Rationalizing
You're
their
gay.
homosexuality or their homosexual, curiosity, possibly. So it's like, you know what? She's mass presenting, so if I sleep with her, it ain't really gay.
Exactly, because she's still a woman.
Because she's still a woman.
But you
Even
like
though
my
she look like
masculinity.
Sir.
But you're attracted to my masculinity. You're not. There's no way that you can be attracted to me without seeing my masculinity. Mm-hmm. You're attracted to that shit. Yeah. And it's okay if you are. I don't think we should be shaming men anyway for messing with men or liking men.
No, not at all.
Anyway, but just say you like masculinity. You're gay. Just say that, and that's okay.
And I'm not saying that goes for all of them.
Yeah,
I do think it's very weird for a man to be attracted to a masculine presenting female, but there could be a reason for it.
Right.
You know, you never know what their background comes from, whether they were, you know, raised by a woman like that they found attractive, assaulted sexually by a woman like that. You never know where the attraction come from, or if it's just an ego thing. They're just doing it for their ego to say, I smashed that girl who claims
she's not really gay.
You know
she's
what I'm
not
saying?
really gay.
It's a bragging right.
Right.
So, you know, it is what it is. I if a person tells me don't call me that, of course I'm not going to call them that. Yeah. But in general conversation, just speaking to you, my friends, or just whatever, it's going to be natural for me to say by stud.
Yeah.
And I get it. I get where you're coming from. But until a person who it applies to tell me don't say it, when I refer to them, if they say I'm bi, but don't call me a stud, then I'm just going to use that because I'm only using it to describe who I'm talking about. Yeah. I'm not trying to take anything else away from your identity. Yeah. It's so that if I'm just talking about the situation or the person, if I say stud, you know I'm meaning mass presenting. Yeah. I'm not saying all them damn words, okay? I'm going to say bi stud. I'm not saying a bisexual masculine presenting female.
I've already told you what you could say, but your stubborn ass don't want to stay.
No.
Yes.
Stupid.
Yes.
What's this tomboy still? In 1990?
Shit, they bringing this shit back. They brought the word dyke back.
Dyke never went nowhere.
Shit, I ain't heard it. I swear.
You ain't from Florida.
No, it was a term that was used a lot when I was a kid in Kentucky. But as I got older, I didn't really hear it much. So when I came down here and I became a teacher, one of my students was like, Miss Walker, so when did you become a dyke? Dog, a switch flipped in my fucking brain, dog. And I'm in this class. I said,
it's like slander. Almost.
Yes, I said
slander.
I forgot where I was and what I was doing as a teacher, and I said, watch your fucking mouth talking to me like that. And the whole class got quiet. And he goes, I'm so sorry. And I did not say sorry back because that was disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because it's derogatory.
Yes,
it's like basically the white person calling you know.
Yes, and I understand that's their generation of how they talk and things like that. But there is a fucking line, and not all of us roll like that. Right. And so he knew, and that whole motherfucking class knew. I don't play them games.
Yeah,
I don't play them games. Yeah, but I told you about old girl who told me that she felt like we didn't vibe because I didn't like being called a dyke. Exactly, right.
Why would you want to call me a dyke?
And the fact that I didn't like being called handsome, but I'm like,
that's a preference. You're a woman. You don't want to be described as a man. You want to be described as a woman.
Boom. And I'm like, I realized like, oh, you want somebody who's like real masculine. Yeah. That ain't me. Yeah. That ain't me. I'm not no bruh. I'm a bro. What up, bro?
No, you're a bad.
I'll be like, hey, girl.
You're a bad.
Like, come on, what's up, girl?
That's very much you.
Yes,
and boxers. Yes.
And you already know. Yeah, so I'm just like, there's fucking lines, and for me, it's just a sense of protection. Like, bro, please just don't.
Yeah, I get it.
Just because one does it, or that little short little stud, just because she did it, don't mean all of us is rocking.
Remember, she's bisexual.
Exactly.
So what is she again?
She a bisexual tomboy. Just because she did it, don't mean all of us rock like that. Yeah. And if they sleep with you, by all means, do what's best for you. Do what makes you happy. Don't be out here on some label shit, and then when you do some shit that's against the label you've been claiming, and then say I don't want to be labeled that anymore, or I don't rock with labels no more. It don't work like that. Yeah. And people gonna say, oh, sexuality is fluid. I'm sorry. When I say this, I'm sorry. That is over there in the white lesbian community or the white gay community, period. That ain't some shit that we really hear about. Now, it also may be some Gen Z shit because that's where this shit has grown. But as far as a millennial growing up, we ain't know nothing about no sexuality is fluid. It was you either gay, lesbian, bisexual, or trans.
But to be honest, it has always been fluid. We just didn't talk about it. We hid it because we felt like we had to fit in the box. Mm-hmm. So if we decided to be a lesbian, but then one day we were like, I kind of miss dick. We not going to tell nobody we finna got some dick that day. Mm-hmm. We going to pretend like we've been a lesbian for all these years, knowing that maybe once every 3 years, shut the fuck up. Once every 3 years, once every 3 years, they may want to go get some dick. Who knows? But,
And
Don't play with me. But but it is true. I think it's always been fluid. I think it's just a matter of over time, certain things became accepted. I ain't gonna say acceptable, but I'll say accepted.
Yeah.
And people just started to conform to that. Like, we can't put everybody in the box because let's be real. Everybody has their secrets. Everybody desires something different when they want to do it. So what's the point of trying to make a person feel bad for being themselves? Because, as you like to tell me, you claim I'm pan.
You are.
I am not.
Be who you are.
But I don't consider myself pan. I love women and women only. Now,
She likes to stick her big ass toe in some dick every now and then.
no, I do not. No. What happened was...
She don't, since I met her,
No,
she ain't messing with no man.
I have not. No, but there was a period of time that I did want to create a family, and I was willing to go about it the natural way. Not because I enjoyed it, not because I truly wanted to do it, but I was trying to create a family, and I wanted a male co-parent.
Right.
Now, I could have went the other routes and all of that, but this is someone from my past that I had a history with, so I felt comfortable doing it that way, whatever. But I don't care for men. It just don't do nothing for me whatsoever.
In case a bum
And,
try to touch you.
I did, confess that, hey, I'm a lesbian. I wonder if it would be like I did a trans woman. And ever since I've said that, she said I'm pan.
It's not because you want to date trans women. You like everybody.
I'm not going to say
you don't care
I
what they
want
are.
to date a trans woman.
But you're
I
open
was
to
just
it.
curious. It was a thought.
But you're open to it though.
It depends.
Understandable.
It depends.
Understandable. Respect it. I get it.
Because I won't be fine.
They do be. Some of them do be cute though. Some of them do be pretty.
But yeah.
I get it. Ooh.
It's dead anyway.
It's dead
okay.
anyway. No, I get it though. But yeah, I just feel like just be who you are. Like, you ain't gotta sit here and claim to be something you're not, knowing that you like a plethora of things, and that's okay.
Yeah.
And I don't think we need to shame people for liking a plethora of things.
I think
if anything, we need to advocate for them to be who they are.
Correct. So if a mass presenting woman wants to have a relationship with
Do
a
that.
man, do it.
Do it.
We don't
do
care.
it.
That ain't my cat.
Just don't say you a stud, bro. That's all I'm saying. But
Okay.
do it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to take a little break, and then when we come back, what we going to talk about next? What we get into? Talking about, what the hell are we talking about next?
Gender roles.
Gender roles. Yes, gender roles. We gonna get into that. So, see you soon. Welcome back to Lez Lips podcast. I'm P, aka Studs Don't Cheat.
I'm Sheena, aka Shishi.
And we're going to talk about our upcoming event for Tampa Pride. It's going to be a good one.
It is. It's gonna be fun. Something different.
Yeah. So we're basically going to bring our podcast to the Tampa Bay LGBTQ plus community, targeting mainly Black lesbians and the Black LGBTQ plus community altogether. Because, and you can speak on this, I've only been here for going on 8 years now, but feeling like there's not many spaces for us and even support for us in the Tampa Pride organization to have events or them want to partner with us on our events.
Right.
So you being from Tampa, what has your experience been like seeing, the Black LGBTQ plus community in the Tampa Bay Pride or Tampa Pride organization?
There really hasn't been any combined effort. If anything, there's the Pride events and they're catered to their crowd, which is mainly men. Any events that is for the, other community, the Blacks, the lesbians, the men, are done by a third party.
Right.
So whether it been 7th and Grove hosting the Sweet Heat event they did was that last year, right?
That was last June.
Yeah. That wasn't even during Pride.
Yeah.
That was during Pride
Month. Yeah.
But during Tampa Pride, when they had that parade in March, the only events that's happening is there used to be a Pride event that would happen for the gay community at Sky.
Yeah.
Which is off the strip to the back in the cut.
Right.
Or they would throw events at a venue totally totally different, something far away.
Right.
Nothing within that route.
Right.
So the whole 7th Avenue will be filled with gay people, but there was nothing that was catered for our kind.
Right.
For our, I mean, we can go to any club we want to, but the music is not what we want to hear.
Right.
The aesthetic is not what we want to hear, and
Right.
the people are not who we want to see.
Right.
So we wanted to, make that different this year. So along with the taping, we're also going to have the panel with Evolve.
Yes.
That way we can discuss the dynamics between the women and the men in the gay community, and how
including
we can
trans
women as well. Yes,
yeah.
that way we can support each other, especially people of color. And then after that, we're gonna turn up a little bit, because why not?
We're gonna pussy popping like a chopper with a hundred
Because Tampa, we not like any other city when it comes to hanging out.
Yeah.
Our nightlife is top tier.
top fucking tier.
Like I've been around, I've tried places, but nothing tops our nightlife. So sorry.
And me being here for only 8 years, like I've noticed that the Tampa Pride organization really isn't inclusive to the Black community. And there was a situation where I, tried to approach them time and time again about being the liaison for the African American community. Nobody ever got back to me. Even approached them one-on-one to talk about, hey, maybe you guys want to partner with us on this event. And what they kept saying is, we're already doing the work. You may be doing the work in what you think we need, but you're not doing the work in how we need you to do it. And so I had called Sheena that night after that exchange, and I said, Sheena, fuck it. We're going to do this shit by ourselves.
Yeah.
And basically, that's what we've been doing, getting sponsorships. Evolve Tampa Bay came into play.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be a great combination. And the main focus of the podcast is for us Black lesbians, because our voices as Black women are never heard.
They're not.
So this is a space for us to come in and have a conversation about our community, what goes on with us, and things like that. And also we'll have like some health organizations there to give us some resources on health as far as OBGYNs, free testing, things like that. Because I feel like that's another thing that lacks, is that we don't go to the OBGYN. Like, it's crazy that when I talk about I go to the OBGYN, they be like, what are you talking about?
I definitely have dated people.
Yeah.
I definitely have dated studs who did not want to be touched in that manner. So they would not go and get checked out because they said it hurt. And, of course, they don't want to lay on the table with their legs open and somebody poking and praying. I get it, as the masculine presented female. But at the same time, like, it's important to know what's going on inside your body, to make sure, everything is kosher. You don't want anything developing and catching on to the last minute. So I think we definitely need to have the conversation and seeing what we can do going forward to build up our community. Because, like, I want to be able to. I want to have a safe space. Right. And right now, I don't feel like there's a safe space for us. Right. And especially my age range. So I feel like having this event is going to open up that conversation, because we're going to make it very interactive. We want to hear from the people in the audience as well. We're going to give them an opportunity to propose questions, suggestions, things of that nature. That way, we don't want this to be just a one-time event. Correct. We really don't want to be a one-time event. You threw an event last year, R&B. With Pride, and it was amazing. It was a good turnout. It was a good vibe. The vendors were there. The venue is spectacular. We love working with 1920. And we want to keep that going. They're very accepting to our community. They allow us to come in and feel safe. And I just want that to keep going. I don't want this just to be a one time a year type of thing. And another thing that we talked about is welcoming those who don't identify as Black into the space to learn about our culture. Absolutely. I think for everybody. This is not just for people of color. This is for everybody, because we want to eliminate that line. We don't want events to just be predominantly white and then predominantly Black. We need to mix us. Back in the day, when I used to hang out in Ybor City and the gay clubs, they were always mixed. They may have different rooms that play different type of music, but we all congregated to the same place. And we were fine. There was no violence. There was nothing crazy happening. Everybody went out just for a good time. And I so missed those times. So we're going to bring those back. Yeah. And I think right now more than ever, with the political climate, for those who are outraged about what's going on, and speaking of diversity,
Now is the time to truly do the work. Not only speaking about things that are attacking your identities, but are attacking the identities of those who align with you, but maybe of a different race or a different gender. So come into the space. You can't say you don't like something or it's not your vibe until you come into the space to learn. It's not the time for you to come and talk about your experiences. It's the time to come in to listen to the voices who are asking or seeking or creating that safe space. So yeah, we're welcoming our white brothers and sisters in the LGBTQ plus community, even the Latinx ones who may not identify with the urban community as much.
This is for everybody.
Yeah, this is for everybody to come in and sit here and learn and have a good time and turn up. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Me too.
The first half is just going to be dedicated to Black lesbians. The second half, we'll have that panel. And after that, it's party time. It's going to turn up. So it's going to be on Friday, March 28th.
Yes.
Doors open at 8 o'clock. Podcast is going to start at 9. And then the party is going to start at 10.
Yep.
Tickets are going to go on sale.
Next Thursday?
Yeah, next Thursday.
For you guys.
For y'all.
To us, it's next Thursday.
Yeah.
Tickets are already on sale.
Yeah, so general admission tickets, VIP tickets. We have sections, VIP sections.
Yeah,
bottles that you can buy. If you come in at 8 o'clock for an hour, you have a 2-for-1 drink special going on. So it's going to be a good time, and we welcome those from outside of Tampa or Florida to fly in and come enjoy the vibe and interact with us. Ask your questions. You can ask them anonymously as well. And so it's just going to be a really good fucking turnout.
Yes.
And I can't wait for Tampa Pride organization to come ask us, can we do this next year?
And they will.
Yeah, and I don't know.
And if they don't, that's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay, because guess what? We'll do this shit again by ourselves.
Exactly.
We'll do this shit again by ourselves, and it's all about doing the work where others don't think that it's valuable. So I'm fucking excited.
Me too.
Turn up. And then we're going to have the wonderful Mason there to do the live shoot. And I don't know if you're going to bring Donald and Frank, but if you bring them both, the more the fucking merrier. So
yeah, we got a fire DJ.
Yeah, DJ Donnie Love is gonna be on the
So
motherfucking
I'm finna
ones
be up
and
and out.
twos. Hey, and she can
Throwing
fucking
his box all around up in there.
She fucking spins. DJ Donnie Love, that's my bro. And whenever I need a DJ, she's the first one that I call. So I'm definitely looking forward to having her there as well, along with our community partners for the event and vendors as well. So I hope to see y'all there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, come shake some ass on us.
Ah.
Well, we'll take a break and we'll be back soon. Welcome back to the Lez Lips podcast. I'm P, aka Studs Don't Cheat.
And I'm Sheena, aka Shishi.
Sorry, she mad at me. I gave her some old ass middle name.
What the fuck is a Willa Mace?
I said Will Marie.
What the fuck is that?
You.
No.
Okay, so we left off talking about like labels within the lesbian community. And so now we're going to talk about another topic. I don't think that's talked about enough in our community that I think it needs to be talked about is gender roles and heteronormative expectations that films have. We can talk about the ones that studs have. Yeah,
I'll say
yeah,
both.
we can talk about the ones that studs have too. But I am not a gender role kind of girl.
Me either.
Like I'm not the one to take a tire off. I'm calling AAA. Cause who's getting their hands dirty?
Me.
Not me.
I was taught to change a tire.
Well, can you? I'll make sure to call you next time because I ain't doing it.
Do my nails.
Oh, okay.
But I know how to do it if I need to.
And then like the whole expectation of a stud supposed to pump gas, take out the trash, and all that shit.
Now pump my gas, yes.
No, because you was pumping your gas before I even came into the picture. Why I gotta do it now?
No. I don't require you to, but if you are a gentle stud who wants to do that, I'm gonna let you.
Yeah, wants to.
Yeah.
It just should not be the expectation.
No, it's not my expectation. I'm gonna try to talk you into it though.
And rightfully so.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
I don't like taking out trash or pumping my gas. But it's not because of roles. It's just
because you don't.
I
like
don't
want
to do it.
Yeah.
I don't like doing laundry either. But I'll clean the bathroom.
I love doing laundry.
I hate doing laundry, but I'll scrub the fuck out of a toilet.
So I can call you over here to clean my bathroom next time.
No, because I hear your farts.
Damn, Sheena, why you telling? Like, what the fuck?
I know it comes out that butt.
Sheena! Shut up! Damn!
Saying.
What the fuck?
I thought we were transparent here.
Yeah, but damn, not about my bodily fluids.
I didn't say nothing about it, but I said the farts.
That's
air.
same damn difference. Gas, all that. But no, the expectation of that shit really annoys me. Like being a stud, especially like you pay for every date type shit.
No.
Like, I hate that shit. Like, where did that expectation even fucking come from?
The heterosexual world. I mean, basically, people feel as though if you are a feminine person in a relationship, you are to do the feminine things. Cook, clean, be the soft girl, do just very little. And then the masculine presenting role is supposed to be the breadwinner. They're supposed to do all the manly things, pumping the gas, changing tires, opening doors, being chivalrous.
See, I open doors.
Things of that
But you know
nature.
that. You ain't never touched a door around me.
Right.
You ain't never held a bag when you with me.
Right. I don't pay for anything when I'm with you.
No.
Yeah.
It's all about choice. It's
Right.
not because you have an even as your friend. It's not.
But if I was a stud, would you do the same thing?
Absolutely not.
Then you conform.
No, I'm just very chivalrous.
But why wouldn't you be chivalrous with your stud friend?
I mean, I open the door for my stud bros, but I ain't hold no bag and I ain't paying for they shit.
Why can't y'all take turns?
No.
Like, I buy lunch, you buy dinner.
I mean,
y'all homies.
if we
Yeah,
close,
that's what I'm saying,
if we close, yeah. Like I bought.
I'm not saying take this out on a date.
Yeah, I bought my stud bros like drinks and stuff before, but
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do for them what I would do for my girl.
But I'm not your girl. I'm
Yeah.
your friend. So what you do for me, you should do for the stud bro too.
I'm not holding her bags.
What bags are you going to hold when shopping?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about. First of all, if I go shopping, you're not holding my bag either.
But I've
That's my
held your
shit. I pay
bags.
for that. Give me stuff.
But I've held your bags. I've held your bags shopping. I've held your bags going out to lunch, dinner. You don't do
My to-go
anything.
food?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. I get mad if you try to open the door. Yes, you should not be touching no damn door around me.
Right. So, and see, this is why we are the way we are, because us femmes have friends like you and dated people like you. So when we get into new relationships, we have the expectation of the same treatment.
Yeah, but it's out of control now. Like,
How bad has it gotten?
because now they talk about they want a fucking provider. What do you mean you want a provider? You talking about? I remember dating a shorty, and she's talking about I want a provider. I was like, what do you mean a provider? She was like, someone who paid the bills and da-da-da. I'm like,
I blame that on social media.
no, seriously, because
I
where the fuck
honestly
that
blame
come
that on
from?
social media.
Nigga, I'm not no man. I'm a whole female. I'm not looking to take care of somebody who I didn't birth. I'm looking for a partnership.
Right.
If you expect me to sit here and pay for every fucking thing, how am I supposed to sit here and level up and accomplish my own fucking goals when I'm sitting here paying for me and paying for you?
But I feel like that shouldn't be the expectation up front anyway. I feel like that's something that comes down the line after dating. Like if I'm just dating you, no, I'm not providing for you. But if we're in a committed relationship, you're my fiance, you're my wife, then that's different. We can have that conversation if I want to. But just as dating, knowing you for 3 months, no, I'm not going to provide for you.
That's crazy. But even for me, Sheena, even when it's in a marriage, no one person should provide for the other. It's a partnership. No matter how much money I make, if I say I'll take care of the mortgage, I'll take care of the car notes, you take care of something else, because I'm sitting here also trying to accomplish my own shit. I can't sit here and pump money into everything while you keep your shit and kind of like holding myself back from what I'm trying to accomplish individually.
Correct. And that's valid for you. There are some people who actually want that upper
Yes,
hand.
yes.
There are some people who actually want to pay for everything.
Everything.
They don't want their spouse to work. They want them to just cook and clean. That's it.
And I feel like that's just like a boast kind of thing. Like when studs be like, oh, or studs or films, they be like, oh, I don't pay for nothing, or I pay for everything. Okay, do you want a fucking hand clap?
Back in the day, I met a girl who was like that. She wanted to provide for me. And her response was, I pay the cost to be the boss. So some people who have that, I take care of everything mentality is because they want to be in charge.
And that's manipulation in my mind.
I'm not saying that it ain't.
Like, that's
I'm
manipulation.
not saying that it ain't, but some people feel like they need that. They feel like they need to do that in order to have an upper hand in the relationship. When I started dating women and started having relationships, I had some where we were equal, 50-50, equally yoked. Then I had others where I had better paying jobs. And I didn't take care of nobody I was with.
Right.
However, I had more extra money. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When it came down to the bills were definitely split down the middle.
Right.
And if you weren't making enough to pay those, I helped you to where you could.
Right.
But I wasn't finna take care of you because I
Right.
made the more money. And I didn't expect you to get a better job just to take care of me. No,
Right.
I need you to get a better job to hold your weight. And then, we can talk more up down the line because, again, a lot of times I was just early on. But, yeah. I'm not sure why people now want that life.
Like you said,
I think it's social media.
Because this was not shit that I heard, as we were growing up until probably like a year or two ago, that I want a provider. Bitch, you want a man. Go get you a man. Because it's not happening over here.
Most men ain't doing it either.
And so what's so why, if most men ain't doing it,
matter.
Yeah, why in the fuck do you think we as women would do that for you as well? That don't make no sense. In itself, I'm sorry, it's selfish. In my mind, it's fucking selfish. I want my woman, bingo. I want my woman to be out there holding her own, getting her own, and we do this shit together. We create our own empire together.
Exactly.
And we have conversations about finances together, but having the expectation that because I'm the masculine one, I need to take care of all the finances, you're out of your fucking mind and I'm not going to fuck with you, period.
Right.
And I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. If you say, oh, she ain't got no money. If you knew what I do, it's not about the money. It's about a partnership in what I'm seeking. Yeah. I'm not going to date no girl who's looking for me to take care of everything. I'm going to look at you as a bum.
Now, do you feel as though the mass-presenting females who do want to be a provider, are they wrong for feeling that way?
That's their own personal. That's their own personal thing. What I hate is that they sit here and they boast and brag about it as if it's like a
bragging right.
It's like the badge. Okay, what are you
like
bragging about?
Honor.
You're working yourself to death to take care of you and an additional person who can do for themselves, but choose not to.
Right.
That don't make sense. I'm not wearing it as a badge of fucking honor.
I mean, to some, they just want to be able to do it. They feel successful being able to take care of them. I mean, I had someone who literally told me, hey, I want you to move in. I want you to focus on building your brand and your business, and I'll take care of all the bills.
See, and that's different because they're trying to help you come up.
Right.
You aren't sitting there wanting to be with them and you sit back and do nothing and they do everything.
No, I wouldn't feel comfortable doing absolutely nothing. I could never do
You
that.
could never do that. So that's different. They're trying to help uplift you.
Right.
But for the women who's like, oh, I just want to sit back and I want to spend their money.
Yeah.
And keep my shit, that's where I have a fucking problem.
At that point, you're a trophy wife.
Exactly. And I don't need that shit. Like I said, I want a fucking partnership. I want a strong ass, hard working ass woman.
You ain't wrong for that. You're not wrong at all. Again, I think a lot of people take the heterosexual, I'll call it a fantasy that they see portrayed on television, reality shows, and everything else where the man is, working for a Fortune 500 company or runs their own business or is an athlete or whatever the case may be, them round, and then the women do nothing but shop.
Yeah.
They want to they want to be their own reality star. That's what they want to do. They want to live that kind of lifestyle because that's what they see on TV. They're seeing the women live these lavish lifestyles, and all they do is go to brunch, drink mimosas, and buy Chanel bags.
Yeah. And my thing is, it's like we're homosexuals. Why are we trying to emulate a heterosexual relationship? We're not that. We are two completely different lanes. Yeah. So why are we trying to emulate something that we're actually not?
Yeah, I just think it's up to each couple to decide what works for y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all do want to have that dynamic, whether it's a trophy wife who does nothing but drink mimosas all day and chit chat with her homegirls and watch reality TV, cool.
Right.
And then the other person goes to work, run their business, whatever the hell they do to make all the money, pay all the bills, cool.
Right.
That works for y'all.
Yeah.
If there's people who want something else where it's more 50-50, there's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah.
I just think that it's slightly wrong to come into a situation and basically say, hey, I don't want to make no money. I want you to take care of me. Just off bat. I think that's kind of wrong. But there are some people who are okay with that.
Yeah.
Because that's a whole kink. That's a whole fetish.
It is.
There are some people who want to be dominated financially. So, hey, maybe that's what they need to do. Find a person who's in that field.
But then it's like, do y'all not learn that if you don't have for yourself and the person who has all the money, they making all the decisions, they can up and leave you when they want and you got nothing.
At least be smart about it. Put something in your name.
That's what I'm saying.
Create a paper trail. Protect yourself.
Something. And it's just like you are comfortable putting the destiny of your life in somebody else's hand, not knowing if y'all gonna spend the rest of y'all life together to live for the time being a lavish life, and that shit can all be taken in a split second.
Yes, true.
And it's just like, I'm sorry, I want to brag on my woman. I want to be like, oh, my woman got this business, my woman out here doing this. Like, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Can't nobody touch her, can't nobody compare to her. That's what I'm seeking.
Yeah.
I just can't. It's not for me to just sit here and deal with somebody who's just not doing and want me to do everything.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with that.
I mean, I told you about old girl who said like, "Oh, I fuck good." What she say? She said, "I cook. I'll be at home waiting for you." I'm like, that shit does not move me.
Yeah.
Like I don't. That's not something that, cause I can do that shit myself.
Right.
I ain't seeking that. I'm seeking shit up here, a connection up here, a connection up right here.
Right.
Like I don't. I'm not the tip. I won't say typical. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the other stuff is just a bonus. I'm seeking way more than the average person.
Yeah.
So that shit just don't move me, and I just be so turned off when I hear shit like that.
I don't come across that much, so.
Girl, it is a fool. It's a fool.
Because most of the feminine women that I know, they go getters. You know what I mean? A lot of the women that I know, a lot of times have had the upper hands in their situation, in their relationships, to be femmes. You know what I'm saying? They were the ones who made the money. They were the ones who hustled. They're the ones who built businesses. They're the ones who continued their education. And not saying that studs don't. I'm not saying they don't do that, because there's a very big population of that too. But you know what I've seen in this community, especially locally,
it's rare.
And the people I've dated, it's not been the same. And that's on me, of course. You know, I knew when I met the person, like, she may have the IQ of a 10-year-old, but I still dated her anyway. You know what I'm saying? That was on me. But I do see, it does appear that the femmes are up. They up there.
But the studs do be having the money. We do be having the money.
Where the fuck y'all at?
They be out here. And men be saying it too. They be like, the studs be out here spending on they women.
They do.
Yeah, and so
they do, because dudes try to talk to me, whatever, and I just he ha 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 whatever. I be cool with you, whatever, but I do little things to test people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I be crying. I be boo-hoo crying broke. Okay, just to see. They're gonna give me a couple. No, I hope you find your way, queen. It's gonna come for you, queen. Shit like that. But if I tell a female, instantly, what's your cash app? You want me to Zelle it to you? You want Apple Pay?
I don't know where she found them at, because that definitely ain't me. That is not me. I'm not going to ask, what's your cash app? I'm not blessing you. You're not my girl. You're not my girl.
Some people just be nice.
Yeah, some people just be nice, but I ain't one of them people. I told you about a girl who was mad at me because I didn't give her half the money for her flight to come see me, and she was visiting me in 2 weeks. You're mad at me because I didn't pay for that other half of your flight. I'm not doing that. You're not my girl.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
And that has to be a conversation anyway. If you finna come see me, we can talk about,
But she assumed, this is the thing though, she was coming in 2 weeks. I don't understand why she was trying to come to see me earlier than what was already booked.
Oh,
yes.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Her flight was already booked in the 2 weeks, and so she was trying to come see me earlier. And I'm just like, you don't need to do that.
Yeah.
She's like, well, I got $175. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I let a person tell me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm having that kind of dialogue and I'm like, oh, yeah, I want to come see you, or they say, I want to come see you, unless they say, I'm putting this or how much your flight, I don't ever assume. I would never assume. Because that's when you go looking stupid.
Right.
You come around here broke thinking that somebody got you and they don't.
Right.
Never assume. Always have your pockets padded. You never know.
Right.
You know how many stories I've seen people go visit somebody, they be stranded at the airport because they ain't got no money for a room and that person stood them up.
No money.
So,
No money.
yeah.
And my bro, I remember she was seeing some girl from Canada and she was like, them flights, like flying her down here from Canada, they ain't cheap. I'm not flying you out and you're not my girl. The fuck? And I'm not trying to impress you, you bum. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing shit to impress a female.
Yeah.
I'm not spending my money to impress you.
You're not flying nobody out?
No. I don't know you. So why am I going to waste funds on you seeing me? And this 9 times out of 10 ain't going to work out.
It ain't going to go nowhere anyway.
Like, ooh, what you going to say? Ooh, she got money. Girl.
I just seen a TikTok on that too. It's so funny. The girl split the cost for somebody to fly down to see them. Then the girl got to the hotel. Coincidentally, her car didn't work. The stud went ahead and paid for the room, and it's been now probably about a month, and that girl ain't responded or paid her back.
So it's just like,
Or she responds to some excuse.
it's just like, why would I do that? I'm not trying to impress nobody.
Yeah.
I'm looking for genuine shit.
Yeah.
Not no shit to flex. I'm not trying to flex.
Yeah, I'm not looking to be taken care of. That's not really my speed. Like, just like you want to spoil me, I want to spoil my person too.
Boom.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
Like,
I want to be spoiled. Take me on fucking shopping sprees, bitch.
damn.
Take me out to dinner. Yes, spoil me. Goddamn. Like, I don't want to just be the only one sitting here spoiling somebody.
I spoiled you for your birthday. Damn, I'm yelling at me.
You did. You did. Oh, damn. Come on. Come on. She did. She spoiled me. She bought me tickets to see Wale, and Wale's my favorite rapper. I was so happy.
Got this bitch a Freddy Cougar
Birthday cake.
Took her to dinner. What did I get for my birthday, y'all?
Oh, no. Pause, bitch.
What have I got
Because
for my
we've been
birthday?
asking you. Me and Tay both been asking. But last week, it was established. You said you wanted us to do it. So
Right, 'cause did you plan your birthday?
we are doing it.
You did not plan your birthday.
We're doing it. Okay? So calm your tits. We got this.
They're calm.
Shit. She's trying to sit here and throw me out here like I'm a trash ass friend.
Nah, you good. You took me on a date before.
I did. I've taken you on many days.
Rooftop
The rooftop Mexican date. That was
But yes,
cute.
let's get back on subject.
Yes. Okay,
You know,
yeah.
we'll go on here.
Yeah.
But
But
yeah.
I just don't do the gender roles thing. It's not for me. It will never be for me. Yeah. So if you one of them looking for a partnership, 9 times out of 10 we gonna be all right.
Yeah,
9 times out of 10 we gonna be all right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Now, if somebody want to take care of me though, I'm gonna let you. I'm still gonna work around my business, but I'm gonna definitely let you take care
Go
of me.
ahead, take care of my bulldagging sister. All right. Well, that's the end of today's episode. Thank you for tuning in. No, we ain't got another one. No.
That's it.
You said 20 minutes. Mason, you fucking up the ending.
Always somebody behind the scenes. Fucking
Always
shut up.
somebody behind the scenes. But thank you for tuning in, and we'll see y'all next time.
Peace.
Bye. We always gonna hit
3,
it.
2, 1. Cool.
Ah.
Nailed it to the cross. Sheena! Stop! The fuck?
2, 1.
Donald, do you like my hat?
Nailed it. Love that.
I know, right?
Better talk about it.
Ass eating pro.
Yeah.
Ugh. You like the dookie shoot.
Ew! The dookie shoot crazy!
Sorry.
Dookie shoot go wild!
Hate it.
But hey. She dramatic.
I'm not dramatic.
As long as they fresh out the shower, that's when you do it. You don't do it any other time. Now, if you
when a person take a bath, they're washing it outside, and you're sticking your tongue in my booty hole.
No, you don't need to stick it in a. You don't need to stick it in a.
That's
butthole.
what I think of.
No,
I think of you take a tongue, you stick it in the booty hole,
No.
and then you want to try to stick it in my mouth.
Now some people do. But all you gotta do,
I know nasty motherfuckers who stick tongues in holes.
All you gotta do is just.
And the last time I took a tongue in my hole, I didn't feel good afterwards.
They're not supposed to do that.
It was morning breath tongue. It was disgusting.
Yeah, they didn't brush their teeth after.
It was it was like first thing in the morning, like you wake up for morning sex, and then she put that bacteria
on you
in my cootie cat. No, in it, like a dingaling went in there.
Now that's nasty.
Yeah, and I was not feeling good for a few days.
Oh,
it was very irritating.
I'm sorry.
Off the pH.
That's nasty.
It felt great at the time, but the after effects were horrible.
I don't want no more. I don't want to hear
no more fresh morning breath tongues in my vagina hole.
No more.
I know y'all recorded all of that. I'm okay with it. You can publish it. She knows what she did.
Hell no.
You know who did it? It was that person you don't care for me to talk to. The tall one.
Bitch, are you serious?
That lady got a dingo tongue.
Ew, that is nasty.
It felt great though at the time.
Ew, gross.
Yeah,
that's nasty. Gross. He said I could hear every word.
I know, because I'm whispering in the mic.
That's so nasty.
You know, I like to whisper for the dramatics.
Ew, that is funky.